And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Who are the Deftones, Bobby?
What?
Who are the Deftones?
What?
Maybe only America's premier Mexican Sacramento-based fuck rock band?
I can't hear you.
You know, I took...
Get it?
I know, the Deftones. I get it. Christine, we took a couple people to go see the Deftones like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
And one of the people was Isabella, and Christine goes, it's a little sexy to take your daughter to. I'm like, well, we're not going as a date. I'm like, she's going with like 5 of us. It's a little sexy for your daughter. The Deftones.
Well, it is like our background music for 12 years now.
True, but it's not exclusively that in the world. Like a concert's not sexy.
No.
Yeah, it's like a
Super hot.
it's like a thump.
Do they play with their shirts off?
No.
All right, not sexy then.
They're chubby Mexicans from Sacramento. They're older gentlemen now also. But still pretty cool. Pretty awesome live.
There are sexy concerts.
What?
Sexy concerts?
What's a sexy concert? Have you been to a sexy concert? The Cure wasn't sexy.
Cure was not sexy. It was the opposite of sexy.
Yeah, it was barbaric.
It was monstrous. Fucking ugh.
What's a sexy? I mean, maybe.
You know what I think of when I think of the Cure? A tub of shit.
A crock of shit.
Just a tub of shitty lipstick.
Ugh, what a fucking melted candle of a dude.
Ugh, fuck it.
But concert, you could have a couple sexy like songs probably at a concert or moments you could have, but an overall concert, especially for most people, like when you play a catalog of music, it's too all over the place.
That band, that Italian band, sexy as shit.
Måneskin?
Måneskin.
No.
Stupidest name ever.
But you're not gonna. It's not sexy when you're like, I'm begging you. That's not sexy. That's
Well, their other song is
dumb.
sexy too.
No, I'm sure they have sexy songs. But I'm saying you could have a sexy song moment at a concert, but no concert I would describe fully as sexy, like all around. Like, don't bring your daughter; it's too sexy.
Sexy when I'm hard making out with a chick in the stands, though.
Yeah, no, that would be sexy as fuck, dude. I know you don't play games, dude.
No.
You go for it wherever you're at.
I was in the
Whatever concert. Noel Gallagher, Jacob stays fucking on the lawn.
I was making out with a chick during the Aerosmith Angel video. I was at that concert that they filmed the video. Making out with
video?
a chick.
The video takes place. It's him in like a box.
No, they have a
Some concert footage?
They have a concert footage.
Put on the Angel video. Justin Silver, one of the things that always makes him laugh to this day still
His cocks.
is cocks. No, that doesn't make him laugh. That makes him sweat. My stepmother's brother Joe. So my Uncle Joe.
That was in Worcester.
My stepmother's brother Joe. My Uncle Joe.
I fucking love Joe. How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Tell him I said what's up.
You've never met him.
Dude, come on, I love Joe.
They were, but you probably know a lot of Joes in your life, I'd assume, being from Boston. He's a contractor.
I know one Joe and he's a douche.
Yeah, DeRosa. But he would just he did construction work.
Yeah.
And it was all his own. He was building his house forever. He's one of those guys, he drove a truck that had all kinds of shit, drywall in the back and broken things, doing 8 jobs at once. But I just loved working with him because through just osmosis, he knew like all the current radio songs, and this is going back to like late 80s. You know, and it would just make me laugh so hard at this guy who I deemed as older, even though he was like early 30s probably. I deemed him as older. Singing those songs used to make me laugh, and one of them was just Angel by Aerosmith. And when a part when he just goes, he's just firing like nail gun into the wall, and he goes, don't know what I'm gonna do without this blast, fires a fucking nail right through his thumb. And like literally it's like one of those like take it out and like put tape on it and like you go to the doctor later maybe.
Yeah.
He fell off. That guy was awesome. He's still awesome, I guess. I haven't seen him in years, but he fell off scaffolding at work one time and broke almost everything in his body. And then we went to go see him in the hospital, and he had like, you know, it was all the casts and all those things all over his body, and he had a cigarette in his hand. He was like it was lit, and he was like, "Hey!"
You had to pull the chain up for his arm to go up and down.
Damn, dude, they were the best. Her brothers loved me. My stepmother did not enjoy my company.
Why?
Because I was probably a little annoying fat turd and not her kid.
Yep.
That's what it was. I was an annoying
Goddamn.
fat turd.
Because he made the family leave Disney World because he was afraid of weather.
Different family.
What?
That was my dad's first other family.
What?
Oh.
You left? You made everybody leave?
Yeah.
Because of what?
Well, the skies were gray, so the world was going to end. You didn't feel that as a kid, that every time the skies got gray and like that Florida gray, which is almost black, we're going to die.
No, I've never.
We're all going to die out here. Sure, I know as an adult now, go get cover for a half hour. It'll pass. It'll be a beautiful sunny day, and you'll have a wonderful time at Disney World.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it didn't bother me getting out of there because I was also the scream and cry at every ride until you would make me not have to go on it.
Oh, what a shit time.
They go, we have to get on the monorail to go back to the car to get out of here, and I freaked out about the monorail.
Why?
Because it was high up and a thing. My dad split, and I just had only girl in me.
How old were you on that trip?
I don't know, 8 or 9.
That's the concert I was at. I was in the crowd making out with Bonnie McFarlane.
Nice. That Bonnie McFarlane.
She used to use me for sex.
Damn, now she's married to your friend?
No, not. But it was Bonnie. I can't say her last name, but her name was Bonnie. Used to fucking use me for sex. Call me to come over, and I wanted her to be my girlfriend so bad.
Humble brag.
So bad, and she would just call me. Why don't you come over? And I would come over, and we'd had the best sex ever. I mean, And then she'd tell me to leave and not call me for like weeks.
Oh, Bobby.
And then she called me to go to this concert, and I was like, yeah, I'll go. And we started making out as the cameras were panning by the crowd. I'm right over to the right in that
see
concert.
The ghost?
We were making out. She's like, the cameras are coming. And she just started making out with me to get on the video. It was so hot. And then we went home that night. She didn't do anything with me. Dropped me off and didn't call me again.
Oh, Bobby, did you give her the speech that, hey, I'm not just great looking and a beautiful, amazing cock that fucks like a beast? I have a heart? Did you tell her that?
I didn't have a chance to tell
poor
her that.
guy. Poor guy. She just wanted to fuck you. That sucks, man. What a tough times for you. Of course you turned to drugs, Bobby.
This was after drugs.
Oh, really? What, were you 13?
When I first... Dude, when I first...
Bobby kicked drugs at 13 and a half?
I think I was like 17 or 18 or 19 or something, but...
Probably 19, going to a concert with a girl by yourself.
When I quit drugs, I forgot how to talk to girls. So when I started talking to girls again after rehab and all that shit, I used to talk to them about like God.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, no, spirituality and your higher power, and I had a great day today because I was all like pro AA program. Yeah, I was on the steps, and girls would just like walk away from me.
Well, so it's funny. Whenever you hear that song, I bet that never isn't what comes in your head, right? That's always what comes in your head.
Always. I always remember her making out with me.
Isn't it such a moment? I always said that's my thing. I know I've said it on the show before, but I don't know if you've heard Pretty Brown Eyes by Mint Condition, dude. Me and Janessa Faragelli danced to that. It meant the fucking world to me, that song, for that reason.
What's her name?
Janessa Faragelli.
I love it.
Oh, we have plenty of drops of Janessa when she called the show.
Oh, wait, no, that's not it.
Give him a couple doses while we listen to Pretty Brown Eyes. I'll always take this for a walk. Turn it up, Lou. Put it up in my cans.
Pretty brown eyes, you know.
Damn, dude.
I remember this song, dude. I forget, Jay.
The way you treat me.
I forget you were R&B before you were rock.
Oh, dude.
I forget.
Full wigger, dude.
I forget rap Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Black Jay.
Black Jay?
Black Jay from back in the day.
Yeah, you got a little tail end of Black Jay.
I got a tail end of Black Jay with your P. Diddy jackets.
Oh, hell yeah. Some
Yeah.
Fat Farm.
You had Fat Farm and Fevas.
Fubu.
Yeah, Fubu's.
I did it all, dude.
Newports. I think you
I
smoked.
smoked menthol
You
Salem's.
smoked menthol.
Salem's like an old black house cleaner.
You had your fade going. Remember your fade?
Yes. Turn it up a little. Hit me in the cans.
Samantha Montalbani.
Jessica Farragut. Janessa Farragalli.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you
Jay,
get
that's such a lie.
like you could feel her? You wanted to feel her close to you. It was.
I
Like,
did want that, Jacob.
you smell her
Unfortunately,
hair and all that.
no. Unfortunately, while I was making direct eye contact with the side of her head
it
while
started-
holding on for dear life. Also, she's a dancer, so she's doing unnecessarily complicated moves.
I
By
own
the
a
way,
dance studio, Jay.
I know you do, Janessa. And she does. And that's what I did the Beef and Beer benefit show for her dance school.
Oh yeah.
Remember the Beef and Beer where she didn't care afterwards? She was like, all right, thanks for leaving the money, I guess. She
Jay,
didn't give a
that's
shit.
such a lie.
But I was burning holes in the side of her head while she had one arm on my shoulder, 1-2-1-1-ing, which I can do, but I wasn't prepared for it.
What's that?
Just like instead of just doing like this simple like back and forth sway, she's doing like a one, doom, bop, bop.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it was just too
You
much.
switch the sides. 1, 2, bop, bop.
Yeah,
1,
yeah,
2,
yeah.
Bop, bop.
Yeah, it's 3, so it's going to be changing. You're doing the 2 on the different side each time. I'm with it, but it was too. The moment was huge. I left punishment for this. I was supposed to be punished, and I remember putting on a stupid white button-down shirt over gray jeans and going, "I'm going to the dance." And that was the dance where I danced with Jess Farragalli, and then I took a picture with me and another guy's girlfriend. He was just like, "Sure, you could take a picture with her." If I didn't have a date. So it's just me and a picture of him and another girl, and then I'd go to my dad's in Ohio and say it was my girlfriend.
That should be a T-shirt.
Janessa Farragalli.
Like, I honestly
Did you-
didn't know he felt that way.
Yeah, she says, she goes, "I didn't know you were into me." I go, "The entire school knew. It was a thing."
I mean,
No,
oh,
Yeah,
How
yeah,
many-
Janessa. Yeah, yes.
no.
Jay.
Ooh, yeah.
Settle
Jay,
down.
No.
that's such a lie.
No, it's not, Janessa. It's not a lie.
Let her
Everybody
talk.
was there and everyone remembers.
Let her
Deny
talk.
that shit all he wants.
Now, fuck that shit. Ever you talk to anybody I went to high school with? Janessa Farragalli. She's wearing my starter jacket, everybody. Oh, it meant the world to me.
No.
Well, she's doing a dance. The extra step is that she's into the dance and not into you.
She was.
Because the extra step you would only do if you're not into.
Oh, I left at the
something.
biggest part. While she was turned head sideways because she was talking to friends who were dancing with their boy. They were just having like a girl talk, and I was so zoned in and fucking up the steps.
How did you not kill yourself?
Turn it up, Lou.
Picture Jay looking at the side of her head with all the love he could have inside his heart.
And then I went and took a picture with Deanna Brady
I
while
love that you know
fucking Mike Luciano.
that. I love you know
Mike
their
Luciano
last
just
names.
he did no concern of like that looks weird. He was just like, "I guess you fat sad shit. Take my girlfriend if she doesn't mind." And it's just me holding her hard. I got my hands on her hips and like the whole smile, and she just like, oh, Janess, yo Ness.
Oh man, how come you're not in any of those photos? Are
No,
you?
go back to the other one with all the girls in the bed or whatever, because I'll show you. That's the other one, my favorite one. Courtney Schwartzberg there. No, other one. Courtney Schwartzberg there in the middle in the black shirt. There's Samantha Montavani on the left. That's who Jess is saying that.
Is that you on the right in drag? Who the fuck is that?
Poor Rhonda.
Oh my god.
Dude, I know her name was Rhonda.
You know you're a fat chick when you have to wear a vest.
Oh, poor Rhonda.
Man,
Well, I'll tell you what's funny.
Rhonda's a big girl, man.
Rhonda's a big girl. Fucking, I Left school. I left that school in 11th grade. We moved to South Jersey in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
Friends and everybody wanted me to come to the junior prom. So I was like, well, who am I going to go with? And they go, Courtney Schwartzberg.
No.
The girl in the black.
Okay, she's cute.
And here's the thing, but Courtney was very...
Who's the blonde way over to the left?
Buddy, that's Samantha
She's all
Montavani.
about
That's
Samantha
her.
Montavani.
Samantha Montavani,
She
dude.
looks different than the other picture, but she's hot.
Samantha Montavani. Oh, yeah, we looked at her up the other day. She was the girl in school. Oh, that was my prom date.
That's your actual
That's who I lost my virginity to.
She's
the,
hot.
The old neighbor. The
The old
in
neighbor.
the high school.
She was 22.
What's her name?
Holly.
Yeah. She's 22.
She was 22.
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
So great. Grateful Dead chick.
Did she drive?
She did drive. I drove also at that point.
Did you have to be back early to relieve her babysitter for her kids?
Bobby, we ought to lose our virginity at 11 like you did, you lunatic. Some of us were almost 17.
You know, you make a good point.
But Courtney Schwartzberg, they were like, she's not going with anybody. You should go with her. And she was like, sure, let's do it. I was literally like, this is just a way to get to the dance and whatever. She walked down the stairs like an 80s movie. She looked so good. You have the picture of them all at the dance, I think, in Janessa's thing. She looked, yeah. That's her right behind Janessa, looking all good.
Where is she?
So fourth from the left.
Okay,
her.
so the first one, who's the first one? Chrissy?
Chrissy Carter.
And the second one is the big girl, right?
Rhonda.
I mean, that's so funny. She has to cover her arms.
Poor Rhonda.
Well, she has to cover her arms with lace.
I don't remember the second one in's name. And then Marianne something on the end.
Marianne's hot.
On the very end?
Yeah, she's all right.
That's the kind of girl. Yeah, dude, that's definitely a Bobby Kelly girlfriend.
Yeah.
She just talks shit.
her.
Yeah.
She'll fist fight with you.
Yeah, I like that.
But Courtney came down looking good. And at the end of the night, I was such a dummy, feeling I was doing like the nerd girl a favor by going. I think I told Rhonda, I was like, yeah, tell Courtney that she wants to. I haven't had sex at this point yet, by the way, either.
Oh, you're still a virgin?
Yeah, and I go.
Nothing? No touching or sucking?
I think maybe a couple making out, but no, nothing like almost. You know, it's funny when I was really young with like neighbor girls, which was weird.
Yeah.
Probably too much. And
Show
but
and
then,
tell?
Yeah, that kind of shit.
Show and tell was
What's
fun.
this?
Yeah.
Look at this
In a
here. Let me
bush?
see yours. In a fucking closet. Got caught by her brother.
Oh, boy.
It was a lot.
Did he come in and shut the door?
It was one of those panel doors in the basement, you know,
Yeah.
under the stairs
Yeah.
in Philly. And he opened it and we were just, and I think I had my hands like in her pussy.
In it?
I think so, yeah.
Did
or
you
at
know what
least
you were
touching it.
doing?
I was saying out loud, I don't know what I'm doing, but I did know what I was doing, Bobby.
I had a girl come over to my house, 6th grade. The girl down the end of the block, I forget her name, and she got naked, and I drew with a Sharpie faces on her vagina
That's fun.
because I didn't know what to do with the vagina. I had a Sharpie and I just drew a face because it looked like a mouth. So
yeah.
she went home and her mom, she couldn't get it off, so her mom got mad, and then her brother beat the shit out of me for drawing faces on his sister's pussy.
When he finished kicking your ass, he was like, and don't tell people why I did this.
It had a big nose on it.
See a little Muppet mouth?
I think her name was Michelle. Yeah, I remember I seen him coming down the street and he was so mad, and he just grabbed me and started tossing me around. Don't ever draw my sister's vagina again. I was like, huh? I didn't understand.
I
What
said pussy. Oh, yeah.
I didn't say pussy.
Courtney Schwartzberg, I told Rhonda that I've let my guard down and I'm going to allow her to be with me this evening, essentially. And she was like, oh, she's not interested in that at all. And I was like, huh? And then I think I just left the after party.
You left?
Yeah, there was nothing. I was late. I mean, it was like the after party thing.
You walked home by yourself? Did you take your jacket off and throw it over your shoulder?
No, I
Just walked down the street and it started raining and you got scared because of storms?
I drove away.
There's a cloud. You started crying.
Oh, we were in a limo or something. I just left. I don't know. Maybe I got my mom to come pick me up. Mom, come pick me up. This girl's not gonna have sex with me.
I went to
Mom, come get me. This girl's not putting out. Why, you're such a lovely young man. Why wouldn't she want to make love to you? I don't know, Mom.
Bobby, you had so much sex at such an early age.
I really
I'm
regret
so
it.
impressed by
Oh, I
you.
bet.
Why?
That's easy to
I
say
regret
now.
it.
I'm envious.
Yeah, it sucks,
Really?
right?
Super envious. You tell all these stories. I'm like, damn, man, I wish I had a quarter of that.
I wish I didn't.
Oh, it's a
'Cause
blessing and a curse.
It fucked me up, dude. It fucked me up. Later in life, it fucked me up.
Look at
You know what I
Bobby.
mean?
Look at Bobby.
No,
I wish
how?
I didn't, man. I wish I didn't. Like, you get so used to all that warm and wet. It's just like, and then what? Then the rest of the world feels icy cold.
It fucked
Why
me
do
up
you
now.
feel that way?
Because now I have to draw faces on Don's pussy to have an orgasm.
Okay, but that's okay. That's called evolution,
I have
baby.
to sketch.
I think
No,
I think you and Lewis had by far the most sex out of everyone at a young age.
Yeah, young age. Well, I was in
Lou-
the 80s, though. 80s, 70s.
Lewis
80s.
Johnson?
Yeah.
No,
Black
Lou,
Lou?
well, by the way, Lou, who did you go to? What was your prom like?
I have pictures that he had sent us. Hang on.
Because yeah, I mean,
at
you've
this.
told us.
What?
Oh,
Hang
man,
on.
he's
Oh,
the
my
best.
Let me
God. Wow.
He's just the
What
best.
the fuck? You
His
made fun of
pictures-
my sneakers?
How old were you started fucking?
What's up,
I
dude?
started having sex at 16. None of that early stuff like Bobby.
That's
I
not
think Bobby's
super
All
that
right, well,
crazy.
don't throw me into the bus. 16's pretty early. I mean, we're in the same club.
You were 11, you said, or
yeah,
10.
you
Easy, easy.
That's a lot different than
10?
That's crazy.
Well, I started having sex at 16. Isn't that a lot different than if I started having it at 11?
Did I say this before that young Black Lou looks like the cop who was involved in probably killing Tupac or Biggie? I forget which one it was. Orlando, whatever. Look up cop Orlando.
Yeah,
That hat
Suge
is
Knight.
so awesome.
yeah, he looks like
Love
this.
his hat.
The dude from Rampart.
I'll
But
tell you.
look-
I'll tell you, you didn't love that hat. These girls' fathers.
But
You're
Lou,
going with a pimp. You're going with a pimp.
you started at 16, but I mean, it took off.
It did for a little while, but that's just school.
I mean,
you know?
dressed like that, though, you have to have
no,
sex.
I don't.
That's just a guy slanging dick, Jacob. We were all there, Jacob.
No, I don't.
I didn't fuck a girl in high school from high school at all. I fucked while I was in high school, but it was the girl I lost my virginity to, and then I was fooling around with a girl who I did go to high school with right after high school was over, and then right to my like long-term problematic girlfriend.
I never had sex with girls in high school either. I had always sex with outside.
Yeah, they were in their 40s.
No,
They loved you because of your abs, and it sucks too because you were really looking for a connection, and they just wanted to suck you off whenever you said the word. They just wanted to drain your balls of cum at any given corner, and that's. I'm sorry, dude. I actually am sorry that you went through that. Christine, do you have a picture of Orlando? What's his face to see if it looks like Black Lou?
It's not coming up when I search for Orlando Police Suge Knight.
Lou
Ram-
looks so
Unless it's some.
good in that suit.
this
He
guy?
just dressed so well.
he looks fantastic. That hat is ridiculous,
Is his
though.
name Orlando?
Where'd you get that hat, Lou?
That's
what,
an expensive hat, it seems like.
Yeah, what part of town did you get that hat?
No, that was from a place called Suavecito. It was a cash-on delivery service that I did not pay. That
Nice.
like $15, dude.
Dude, you got like the Columbia House CD of suits.
Absolutely.
For the listening audience, it's a big rimmed red hat.
I know we're just talking about a hat that nobody understands. It
But
really.
it's,
I think everybody got it when I said he looks exactly like the guy who helped kill Tupac.
He,
Or Biggie. It's because he wore the red, so it's like the Crips or the Bloods. That's Bloods, cop, Suge Knight, friend. He's like a part owner of what was it called? Death Row.
did the hat come with the suit, or did you have to?
Yeah.
Pick, it came all together like a
was,
costume at Party City.
Like a zoot suit. Yeah. All in one.
Is this the Cab Calloway collection?
Yeah.
Hidey, 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 ho.
It's a red suit with black pinstripes.
It's 100% like a Suge Knight fucking
Absolutely.
album drop from the
It looks
party.
like Lou. It looks like you play stand-up bass outside of a window in an alley to a girl going, "Is you is or is you ain't my baby?
Yeah.
But he,
Cause if you is, come here and give me a kiss."
Yeah, you-
fit is everything, though, and it fits him perfectly.
Yeah, it
So
does.
he looks
Oh,
great.
Black Lou, you were a gorgeous young man. I mean, you're still a good-looking guy, but back then you were. I mean, wow,
Yeah, that's why he slayed ass.
really did slay ass.
Christine, Suge Knight, cop,
All white chicks too. There's no.
looking.
Blood, cop.
You didn't go with any black chicks back in the day.
Oh, you don't know his background?
Oh no, not many. But that girl in the bottom that I flew out
Lou.
from Georgia, it was half black.
Shut up, dude. You found him doing it in the. Damn, what a memory.
Okay, I get it. Is that why you have a disgusting face on?
Who, that girl right there?
Yeah.
She had bad breath and your fucking nose is right at her mouth.
Look how happy he is with all the white girls. He's smiling. He's with the half black mulatto girl. He's like, ugh, whatever.
I know. He's like, oh man.
Kathy wouldn't go with me.
I know her daddy broke.
I had to take Tanya.
That's literally her name.
Is it really?
It's Tanya. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Fucking Prom. Christine, anything? Suge Knight, cop
I'm
friend?
looking. Is it
Co-owner.
Kevin Gaines?
Nope.
There he is, right over to the left.
Nope.
Isn't that him?
No. Okay.
Well, it's a hard crime to solve. You may never find the answer.
I mean, it's just part of every single documentary ever that he had this friend. I might be wrong about Orlando.
I've seen so many, and I still don't know the answer.
But you don't know who I'm looking at. You know what he looks like.
You're close. Yeah.
Yeah, it's close.
They wear red suits with Suge Knight. It's always that picture of him and Suge Knight wearing. He looks exactly like Black Lou in this picture. It's such an audio. It's such a visual joke. It doesn't matter. We should move on.
Jacob, I 100% move on.
Probably move on.
Let's move on.
Just Christine, anything on that though? Suge Knight, cop, friend.
Is this actually Suge Knight or is
You're
this
obsessing.
That's Suge Knight.
Oh,
Jay,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Why don't we just say he looks like Suge Knight?
When we go on break and I find it in 3 seconds,
Okay.
do we hold Christine's job in the balance? Do we hold it in the balance?
We can't send out this picture anyway.
Why?
We can.
Why?
With the girl, don't we have to blur her face?
Yeah, we can blur it.
She's not sucking
Why?
his dick.
Protect her family?
Blur it if you're going to send it out. But
No
then,
problem.
Yeah.
Damn. Now it looks like we're just trying to show that Lou hung out with ugly chicks. We don't want you to see what they look like. Live in the mystery. They were beautiful.
None of them are ugly.
You didn't go to your prom, right, Jacob?
No.
Oh, God, that's sad.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Jesus Christ.
I asked. Nobody would go.
Yeah, how many did you ask?
2 girls.
You asked 2 girls, and what'd they say?
It's a low number.
No.
They just said no.
I can't. Yeah.
I can't?
One said no. Yeah, she just said no. Sorry.
See, I'm
they were
committing-
nice about it, but
I'm committing
it was even
suicide
worse.
that night.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I would, but I'm committing suicide that night.
It's a hard thing to do to ask a girl to prom, especially if it's not your girlfriend. The trick is to have a girl you're dating, and then you go.
That's the best. You have the girlfriend, and you go.
I brought a girl who was she graduated the year before. She was my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So she came, and we didn't rent the limo. I rented a fancy Mercedes, and then we pulled up, and there was limos hanging out for the other kids. They dropped them off. I just went. I gave the guy a 20, and I said, "Can you just drive us around the block?" So they drove us around the block in like one of the biggest limos, and we got out and got our pictures taken in somebody else's fucking limo.
Nice.
And then we went in and we did our. I don't even remember dancing. I remember it was just we were hanging out. We danced a couple things, and we got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, proms were never.
I brought a girl who was in her second year at Hahnemann Nursing School at Hahnemann University. She was 22 years old. I brought her. I don't remember we drove there in Joe's Toyota Corolla stick shift, and then we got out of there before the end of the night. Went down to the shore. That's what I told you. There was a whole comedy of errors that whole weekend. Like the first night, we stopped at 7-Eleven before we went to the hotel. And this was going to be like my 3rd time fucking maybe.
She found him.
She found him.
That's
there he is. David Mack. I was very wrong on the name.
It's 100%.
Doesn't look like.
It does look like him.
I don't.
No, it does.
It does.
Looks like him.
Jacob, no one can really see it, so you could just say it looks like him also, because it does.
Yeah,
but
and
also,
we don't-
like, it's weird to be contrary when no one can see it. You're like,
Yeah.
no. This whole
No,
thing was a
you're
stupid
wrong.
waste of time.
Yeah, we're not.
No, you're wrong.
We have no context, so nobody can know what we're talking about right
No,
now.
no.
Fair point.
Just so you know, the guy, David Mack, looks exactly like Black Lou.
It
Tupac's
does.
manager saw David Mack at the Biggie murder. That's okay. Yeah, he does. He
It
does.
does, doesn't it?
Yeah, he killed Biggie, I guess.
I think it's the same suit.
it's the same exact suit.
I
the
mean-
same exact place.
You have to have balls to wear a hat
To prom?
to prom.
No, not if you're black in a not predominantly black school. Also,
Really?
Prom's a time where you can really black it the fuck up. I mean, coming seriously, just dress like Nick Cannon, dude. We're bedazzled turbans and shit, because they're gonna be like, "Yo, he's going for it," and no one's gonna go over to you and be like, "Yo, you look like an asshole." Nobody would.
But everybody's it's a tuxedo. Like everybody on prom would go to the tux place in town, and we'd all get whacked out in these stupid
Tuxedo, sure.
Right?
Matching your girl's dress.
Matching, and you get the what is it called? The flower
cummerbund,
the cummerbund, and then you get the what's the flower called?
Not a bustier, a boutonniere.
A boutonniere. And you'd put it. You'd go up at her parents. They'd open the door. You put it on. The mother
The
would
corsage.
take the corsage. That's it.
And then you go.
Yep.
Well, the boutonniere's for the man, Lou. That's what the flower on the jacket's called.
You said it, honey.
Thank you, Mom.
What
Bobby.
a sweet woman. Yes, Jacob.
On my prom night, I spent it in the basement
Under the
My
bleachers?
no, with my friend Luis, who is a foreign exchange student from Spain. We were the two dipshits that couldn't get dates. So I was so ashamed that I didn't even want my mom to see me.
Oh,
She was upstairs.
She
because,
thought you went to prom?
No. She knew, but I couldn't face her.
Oh.
Like her boy, even her boy couldn't even get a date. But the only silver lining, my friend, who was the only one of us who could get a date, came by way too early from the prom to tell us that his girl left with a dude and she banged that guy that night.
She left him at the prom?
Left him at the prom.
I was going to say he came back. I think he came back covered in blood. He goes, "They carried me."
So
he goes, "They Stephen King's carried me." So don't go to school on Monday because I blew it all up with fire.
I love that you added Stephen King because we were all like...
I think because everybody said carried feels like carried, like up in the air.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the film Carrie,
Yeah.
where they poured pig's blood on her from the film.
I get it.
John Carpenter, I think, made it. No. But it was Stephen King book. Carrie.
Yeah.
Sissy Spacek.
Sissy Spacek.
For sure. Sissy Spacek.
Who is it again?
Sissy Spacek.
There you go.
Sissy Spacek. Remember they show her pussy?
They showed her pussy in Carrie?
This is the most
Yeah.
ridiculous. I think we've talked about this. Carrie's opening scene in the girls' locker room is the director's dream of what a girls' locker room is. They're all like towel snapping.
Oh.
They're all naked. They're all
And then Carrie
playing,
gets her period, and they all naked laugh at her and throw tampons
which is
at her.
insane. But
Yeah,
it does set the mood for the movie.
it does set its own. But yeah, she shows her little ginger beaver in this one.
Now, did you have a shower in high school?
Not one time ever.
I did.
They didn't have them in my school I was in from kindergarten to 11th grade. And
I
then
had to.
senior year and the half of the 11th grade, I went to a school that did have that, but I was just like, I'll just not overexert at gym class. Like, I just, I mean, gym class at that point, I never understood why you'd have to take a shower. And for like a kid in the middle of the day playing 2 innings of baseball, I'm like, what do I have to really like?
Well, I was taking
we're not going hard.
my lifeguard license. I was becoming a lifeguard at school. So I would go in early,
Take your shirt off,
take the course, do all
peel
the
down, fuck a teacher.
then you'd have to go shower for school. I'd go in and shower.
Really?
Yeah.
You liked it. You liked everybody seeing your penis.
I did not. It was very embarrassing.
So
I
you
didn't like it.
only gave him asshole?
The worst time ever. The first time I went to Juvie jail, you get arrested, go to court, and then they set a court date for you. You get sent back to jail, the jail downstairs in the courthouse, and then they ship you out to these places. You go to this one place called Outtake, and then they found out where a bed's open, and then you got to go to another place, the place you're going to stay at. And
It's
it
like
was-
Juvie Hall?
That's the Juvie Hall. So I went. They shipped me out to this place, and it was a very bad place.
Well, what kind of place? Group homes?
No, it was a jail for kids.
Oh, so it's just another facility.
Well, you have to go out to the country. You go from jail, the courthouse jail, out to the country, to where they send all the kids to this outtake, and they figure out where there's beds, and then another van comes and gets you and ships you to that Juvie Hall all over Massachusetts.
Okay.
And I got a very bad one. And for my first time in, and I was shackled to 2 17-year-olds. One was 17, it was 18.
Black guys?
I was 13. No, white dude.
Black guys?
No, white dudes.
White guys?
Yeah, it was.
Shut your mouth.
It was Boston.
Oh, no.
And yeah, we were racist even with our crime.
Yeah.
And
This is Whitey Bulger, Boston.
and they take you in and they make you have to go in this room with this guy, get naked, do squats, and then you have to go shower. And that was the first time I had a shower.
You do squats to make sure there's no drugs up your ass.
Yeah.
He doesn't just make you work out in front of him naked like Corey Feldman.
But it's a weird
nice
thing.
form.
You've already been searched a bunch of times. I don't know why they think I'm hiding a kilo of heroin in my house. I'm 13.
Well, it could have been way up there. It's got to be making its way down now. One more time, dude. Give me a couple of those bag squats.
But
Let the nuts hit the floor.
they would. Then I had to go into the shower with the other 2 guys, and I was. They had like regular guy dicks with pubes.
Yeah.
Oh God, man.
It was
Maybe
Nightmare.
we saw your teeny peeny.
my teeny peeny, dude. It was so.
I'm there with you, Bobby.
It was humiliating. I hated it.
It's the worst.
If I had a,
I mean, I don't know about Juvie, but I mean, just had to do the showers in high school. It was the worst.
Yeah, but their dick confidence, you know, they just started soaping up their hogs. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
and
If I
was
woke
just
up with a big,
powering.
if I woke up with a big cock tomorrow, like a real big swinging cock, I'd join a gym immediately for the sole purpose of showing people in the locker room my shit.
Your stuff.
Yeah, because I've spent a life of like, I had to shower at a gym one time because it was one of the 7,000 our building in the East Village was like, guys, I hope it's not a problem, but we're turning off the hot water for a day and a half. And like, that is a problem, and so we'd have to go to like the gym. And one time I had to do it, and it was just. Lewis describes it as a fucking dream. I'm like, it's a nightmare.
I hate it. I used to go to the New York Sports Club here and have to go from working out to shows like downtown. I would shower. Especially now, I couldn't imagine getting naked in a locker room now, having somewhat of, you know, God forbid somebody just walks by, hey, dude, crackle, crackle. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
No, don't tell people. Don't tell people. Don't tell people. Don't tell people. It's freezing in here.
You know what I mean? That just fucking suck. Just seeing some guy staring at your little tiny mushroom.
Oh,
You
looking
went
at it
to
too. He goes,
the-
wow, I wouldn't have pictured Big J. Okerson. Not so big, huh?
You went to the New York Sports Club that was in this building? Used to be?
I went to the one over in Times Square.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one. I used to go to that one all the time. Yeah.
Gym
I
talk.
used to go downstairs and during my lunch break.
Did you shower?
I had to because I had to come back on another few hours here.
Oh.
And yeah, I mean, showering I've said this before. The confidence with when the guys who have an enormous penis, they'll have a full on. They'll talk on their phone.
Yep.
And so that you can see their giant dick for 10 minutes.
They talk to you.
Yeah.
They'll be like, hey, what's up, man? I don't know.
It's their living room.
Look at my dick, dude. It's like rock hard right now.
It's rock hard right now.
Yeah.
Jacob, you know what sucks? We were going to have a prom where you would have had a date.
I know.
Probably
Oh, yeah.
even gotten laid that night. But unfortunately, and I have to apologize for this on a personal level, I don't know how to do live radio.
Yep.
So for that reason, we're not going to put a prom on.
I apologize,
Therefore,
too.
I can't bring to you that thing.
I'm to blame for that too, because if Dan was here, maybe it would have happened.
Dude, you'd be in
Nah.
Prom City right now with Dan Soder.
I'm gonna say no there too.
He doesn't. Jim would rather have one Soder back than Big J or Bobby Kelly. And we're stupid and ugly, and we're both fat.
I apologize, man. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but we had a whole thing planned,
Damn,
dude.
Jacob, you'd be tearing up ass after a prom. You would have just felt all the emotions all over again. You'd be like, this is better, leagues better than original prom ever could have been.
We're
I
all
would
gonna
have been into it.
You would have been so into it. And then at the last moment, I would have pulled a bucket and poured blood all over your goddamn body.
We did have that. That was going to happen.
I was going to full blown carry you.
But it was going to be period blood.
You know, when you guys had mentioned it, 'cause I think I told Lou's this. I'm actually starting to sweat. I have to get a prom date now. It's like high school all over again.
We had it set up, dude.
Yeah,
you were gonna be the guy.
One of my favorite American Dad jokes ever was Stan went to prom and they made it like he was going to be the prom king. They did it, but they dropped pigs on him, like live pigs. And the guy goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "It was supposed to be pig's blood." And he goes, I stopped reading the book. He goes, "You stopped in the middle of a sentence at the word pigs?" I didn't finish the book. You stopped at the word pigs?
That sucks. I'm sorry, buddy.
Damn, Jacob.
all good.
We'll
Yeah.
have some kind of a dance off air.
Maybe we'll learn. Maybe next year we'll do better radio.
No chance.
Okay.
It's ingrained in me, dude. We are who we are, dude. We are not good at radio, and that's the way it's going to stay.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. It's never going to happen.
Jim, when contract season comes up, just know we're not going to be any better at this. We're going to expect more, but we're not going to be any better. He goes, "Hey, can you guys describe?" Never mind. Oh, never mind, I guess.
Oh, man.
Lou, who was your prom date?
A friend.
You went as a friend.
What was his name?
Ryan.
Ryan.
Melissa. Oh, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. Hey, Melissa.
But she was a friend. You wanted to hook up, though.
Yeah, but she was not having it.
Did you go for it that night? Like, throw it out there like, "Hey, we really had an amazing time. I think we should do a little something.
No, I was fat and I knew that I couldn't get her, but she was a grade younger, so that's why I took her.
Oh, you thought maybe the older guy thing would work.
I had a car, the one that you had to push to start, so I had her and all.
You had Dan LaRusso's mom car?
Yes.
You had a Mrs. LaRusso car?
Her and all of her hot friends used to push me around the neighborhood. I would take them where they would want to go, but they would have to get out and push my embarrassing car.
Buddy, I would cart, and I wonder if they knew it, and it was anything malicious. Never felt malicious, but I was definitely like a dude. I would cart around like 5 of the girls from school, like that necessarily don't always like talk to me like all day long, like acquaintances, you know what I mean? But like all of a sudden, all of them, I'm giving them a ride to like here or there when I had a car, and I was like so happy to be like, in my mind, I was like, yo, I'm driving around with a car full of like the hot chicks from school. Like this looks pretty awesome. Nothing. It was on a road to nowhere. I think they left me with like no one had enough money when we all went to eat for lunch one time, and I had like $20 allowance. Remember, and I was like, no, I got it. I don't even like. Sure, here's all my money. I wasn't gonna go buy tapes with that or anything.
That's one of my favorite. You were Ryan from Best Friends. Remember that movie?
Oh yeah, Ryan. Yes, I do remember that. Amy Smart.
Dude, that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a rom-com guy.
I like cheesy shit.
Yeah, that's cheesy, all right.
That's a great
It was
movie.
funny, though.
When he's singing at the beginning, this fat...
Yeah, I swear.
What's his name?
I swear. Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, man.
No, it's a very funny. I actually
And
did
she's
like
funny in that movie.
Amy Smart?
Oh, she's so funny in that movie.
I just met her.
Where?
She was like, in a weird location of the Burt Kreischer tour.
She was
Like
at the tour?
She was backstage at the tour. It was somewhere, whatever the first date I did with Lewis was.
Oh, that's Jay?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, I'm telling you, with that song, that Pretty Brown Eyes song, it was definitely, like, in my mind, when I listened to it, like, there was something in my mind that was, like believed almost. I'm like, well, this is our jam. This is me and her's thing. And she had no emotional attachment to it whatsoever. But I genuinely was like, I knew she didn't, but I was like, but it means something to me.
Right.
And I'm gonna listen to that song right now and think about her. Jay, what are you doing? Thinking.
Oh, I feel bad.
Why? Because you were just getting gangbanged at 11? Reverse GB'd?
I remember I used to go to the 7th and 8th grade dances when I was too young to get. I used to sneak in, and there was a girl, Carol Coughlin, blonde, smoking. I loved her. I used to beat her with a caveman plastic bat.
Okay.
When she used to come down my street, because I just liked her so much, and she would come down, I would hit her. I don't know why. I just get nervous.
That's why I hit Christine. I tell her it's because I love her so much.
Then I remember we were at the dance. She was with her friends, and I had a pack of cigarettes. And she goes, "Hey, can I get a cigarette?" And there was a song on, and I went like this. I took a cigarette out, and I did this. Oh. And I handed it to her.
Oh my God!
And describe it, Jay. Use your.
He's doing. He's almost doing like the worm arm thing, but he's just doing it like one arm. He just gives her three waves and then presents a cigarette.
I took it out and I went like this.
When she took it, you should have dropped down, did a split, came back up in the split, and spun around and snapped both your fingers and walked away.
She took it with a disgusted face and went, "Thanks."
Yeah.
And then
thanks,
walked
Saturday
away.
Night Fever.
And then when B-52s came on at the end of the prom with the Rock Lobster.
Yeah.
And I went over to her and I was going down, 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 and I got on the floor and then dum 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 dum, and then I started flipping out on the floor and doing the thing. Yeah. And I remember them just laughing at me, but I in hindsight I think they were laughing at me and not with me. I thought it was.
Well, were you trying to be funny or were you like, I'm killing it right now?
I was killing it.
Oh yeah, they were laughing at then Bobby. Yeah, they were laughing at
killing
you.
it. And I brought that in when I got sober. I used to go to AA dances. So every Friday and Saturday night, we would go to a church basement, and they have AA dances, and it's all sober kids, 18, 19, 20, and older people, and you dance. And this was my fucking jam. This is my jam. And I did a flip one night. There was a hot chick looking at me across the way with a cup of coffee because they didn't have fucking drink.
Jesus Christ.
Just
14-year-old drinking coffee.
So I did a flip and my legs went numb.
You mean like a tumble sauce?
Yeah, I did a tumble sauce and I hit my back the wrong way and I felt my legs go numb and I thought I paralyzed myself.
Oh, it's hilarious.
And I just had to lie on the ground and she was like, "Come here," and I was like, "I can't." I had to crawl over to a seat and just sit down.
Kristen, can you take a picture of? Can you get me, Bobby, and Jacob in the picture? It looks like me. We're telling Jacob bedtime stories when we were younger. He goes, "It's okay, Jacob. Get some sleep, and you'll go to prom one day." Like me and Bobby.
Why are you so cold?
I told you the blower's over me.
It's just, it couldn't be that cold. But, did you get it? Mm-hmm. Jacob's bedtime stories?
It can't be that cold.
It can't be that cold.
What's it to? I mean, what's it
I know,
to?
you're right.
What's
you're
it to
right.
you?
What's
What's
it to you? You know why?
Is it? Yeah.
Because
You do look distractingly ridiculous, but it doesn't mean anything. You can definitely do it.
Get to a certain age, it's the beauty. You don't care.
No, you care. Listen to that prom story, dude. You care.
We should get you a show hat.
It does hurt. The prom still hurts.
Brings it all back up again. Everything's flooding back to me.
Nobody had, except for Lou, had a good prom story. None of us had a perfect prom. My prom sucked.
What do you mean? Christine was doing fucking coke and running with white supremacist gangs?
I was sober because I got sober my senior year.
Oh.
And I was supposed to go to my prom. There was this guy. I was like dating my boyfriend, but then there was a guy that went to the school that didn't have a date, and I was going to go with him. And I ended up like blowing it off. Like I decided I didn't want to go. And the guy's like, Dad called me and asked me.
You blew him before and didn't want to go?
No, it was nothing like the guy's like, Dad called me and like, it was a weird thing.
He was ready to go, and you.
It wasn't like night of, but it was pretty close. I just decided.
His dad
not
called you
to
and
go.
said what? I'm not letting my son go with you.
He was like, "So are you sure you don't want to go to the?"
That means he had to talk with his parents, and they were like, "Let me."
I still feel bad about it.
Let me
It's
take
like
care
20
of
years
it.
ago.
I'll give her a call, and you were still like, "Yeah, not happening, old man."
And I was hot too because I had just done drugs, so I was thin.
Wait, you
So I was,
you bailed on him?
125.
You bailed on him.
She bailed on him a couple days before, and the father made the phone call for the kid because he was probably crying.
Yeah, he was my neighbor too. It was like house phones. We were talking on.
That sucks.
I should have gone. I should have just gone. I was just I just gotten sober. It was kind of weird to like go back to school. I just didn't want to go. I didn't want to deal with it.
Right. So you didn't go to the prom at all?
Mm-mm.
You didn't go to the prom?
No, but I went to dances. Like I went to my middle school dances, my neighborhood dances, my homecoming dances.
Your father-daughter dance where you dress like assholes?
Oh yeah, my father-daughter dance with my dad.
That picture is adorable.
I was just on drugs for junior and senior
Oh,
year.
you've never seen Christine and her fucking
her
little chubby Annie Oakley and her little guns and her fringes? Oh, so funny.
Were you chubby as a little girl?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dawn was a fatty too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 200 pounds at 11.
Dawn was she was a cheerleader, but she was the bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah.
You saw her fucking on the bottom holding up 7 girls.
But if they get together, that's how you get a hot chick with personality.
You're goddamn right.
That's how you get a hot chick with personality. She's able to fucking thrust other women's body weight over her head comfortably while chanting.
I tried to be a cheerleader and on drill team. I got on the flag team is where I was at.
What's the flag team?
Color guard, marching band.
Fat cheerleaders.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, some of them are really cool in the parades. They're not all fat, but whatever.
No, they're
in
not
my
cool.
school, they were the
they're
fat
not cool.
ones.
They're not. The color guard was never cool.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Color guard?
Yeah. Look at Christine. She looks like Rhonda.
Oh wait.
Like little Christine.
Wasn't that guy in Kill Bill?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's my dad. He choke jerked to death.
He was. What the fuck? Your dad.
Also, you can tell from this picture that Christine's parents had her when they were already 71 years old.
38.
Wow. Your dad is.
Real deal.
He's a cowboy.
Yeah, my dad's a dude.
Wait,
Yeah,
how
he's a
old
dude. Is that hay next to you? Where the fuck did you get hay?
It was the Girl
Same place
Scouts
you got that
father-daughter
hat.
dance, so it was a themed dance. There's one of me in a flapper outfit,
Is that
too.
your lunch? I'm sorry. Christine, I'm sorry.
He goes, if you keep it too far away from her, she'll freak out and won't take the picture.
You want her to calm down. Put that hay next to her.
And look at her face. She's like, yeah, I want to get to this hay. I want the hay so bad.
She just shit on the floor.
I want to get to that hay.
Oh, you look adorable. It is a thing, though. Fat girls like vests.
Damn, Jacob, you dream about having sex with that, you pedophile piece of shit.
Where's the sexy? Do you have a sexy Christine? Can I see sexy Christine? I mean, I'm looking at her now, of course, but.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
You're welcome.
I don't know if
I'll say it if Jay doesn't.
Let me see what my...
No, it's crazy, Bob. There was like no cameras around at that time, apparently. She tells me those times all the time, but like there was like no cameras for some reason.
Well, they were. You had to.
I think it was when everything was between like disposable cameras and digital cameras.
There was a couple years of technology blip when they were like, "What are we doing?"
Not her fault.
Nobody had cameras.
That could happen
It
to
was
anybody.
a very short amount of time. I went to like 196 really quick.
Because of drugs.
Yeah, because I was thin. I was super thin, and so there was like a couple months where I was on my way back up.
Yeah.
But I mean, very quickly I was fat again.
Right.
And that's when she rolled down the hill into my life.
Jay's like, "What's that noise?"
My glass started shaking. I'm like,
you see trees, the top of trees shaking.
Someone goes, "She's coming!"
Fucking Toyota gets smashed off the highway. That's how many fats have you
Christine
had?
was sexy when I met Christine.
How many fats have you had, Christine?
Well, I grew up fat, and then I lost weight, and then I gained it back, and then right around the time, actually, me and Jay started dating, I had gotten back up to almost 200 pounds, and I kind of got myself back down, but I live at like 175.
So you had a couple.
I've never like actually lost the weight again.
Right.
I've just, not been 200
You look
pounds.
good now. You look good.
Thanks.
Yeah, you look great. What? Jay.
What?
Jay.
What?
Say something.
Oh, what was the conversation? You said you look good. Christine said,
"Thanks."
Yeah, that seems like a cut and dry conversation.
No, jump in.
Oh, hey, Christine, say thank you to Bobby better.
Thank you.
Bobby really went out of his way to say a beautiful compliment to you.
Thank you, Jay. I mean, it was kind of rude.
Hey, Christine, thank him harder for what he said to you.
Yeah, I don't like the Dawn's old photos. Stinka. You know what I mean? Like if you had to pick your wife or your girlfriend from photos when they were a kid, I would never have picked Dawn. No.
I'd pick Christine, but she would just be, she'd be on cocaine heavily at that point. Yo, Christine. No, I met Christine when we first started dating. Still, but I'm saying like when we first started dating, I didn't think I was like with like an all right looking chick. Like
when I first met Christine, I was like,
yeah.
I thought she was really pretty.
I'm used
Carla
to her
was
now.
pretty too.
I'm used to her now.
Me and you like the same type of girl, the brunette.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brunette, nice eyes.
Yeah.
If she's pretty, but not so pretty that your friends are going to try to fuck her.
Yeah. And then you settle for that. And you go, you know what? Could be worse.
Yeah.
And I was actually 10 pounds heavier than I am now when I first started dating Jay.
Ew. What was I doing? Ew. What?
Haven't done coke in almost a decade, but I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Have you seen girls? Have you seen girls that you used to date that were smoking hot, and then you look at them now and you're like, oh, I dodged a fucking bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I've seen a couple of them on Facebook.
Well, I go through most of like the hot girls from high school and the thing. Like, I have to keep in mind, I was also the youngest person in my class by a year, so they're all even like a year older than me. So
You were a
it's
genius?
Like, no. I have a December birthday.
I was joking.
Yeah, no, you thought it was. He goes, Bobby. Anyway, that was when I went to space high school, Virginia High School, just to learn about space. No.
Jay Okerson, genius.
Thank you. No,
That's true. I forgot about that.
But when we I forgot the point I was making. Took 11 turns in there.
Girls that used to be good looking.
Yeah,
and then,
seeing them now, like, they're 46 years old, almost 47 years old, some of them. So when you see them, you're like, oh, wow. Because there's also I didn't watch them slowly age and see if they hit a wall 5 years ago or 10 years ago. It's just you look and you're like, oh, wow, it's been 25 years. And you're like, whoa.
Right.
Whoa.
Whoa is right.
Full gray, some of them, like completely, like accepting, some of them just like married moms and just like accept. Not that they don't look good or anything, but it's just like, you're like, oh, this was like a hot girl when I was 16.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, wow, now it's like a lady.
Yeah.
Who's got like a 16-year-old kid.
Yep.
Which is bizarre.
Yeah, I saw a couple of my ex-girlfriends.
I reach out to the kids.
Who I thought I was going to like be with and be married, and I'm like, thank God that didn't happen. I would not be happy now.
My ex-girl.
I would not be happy. There's one of them that I was in love with, and she broke my heart. She fucked. Ugh. She cheated on her fiance with me.
Nice.
And then that was a girl I brought to the prom.
Mm-hmm.
And then she cheated on me with him later.
Yeah.
Like 2 years later.
That's high school, all right.
And she cheated on me with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I caught them in the car. And I let it slide because I just didn't want to lose her. And then she went to college, which if your girl's going to college, she's going to fuck somebody.
She's about to be a cock wallet, dude.
Yeah, she joined a sorority, and she started going to the hockey games. The sorority girls had to go and support the hockey team.
Oh boy!
And she made me. I was going to art school at the time. And
Where'd she go to school? YOLO University.
What's up? she made me make. I was doing airbrush at the time. Because you know me, I get obsessed. And airbrushing just came out, so I bought like the most expensive airbrush machine out there.
Bobby's airbrushing fucking Tweety Bird t-shirts for fat women in Boston.
So I airbrushed their logo on on hoodies, the sororities logo, and the hockey team's little logo for all.
With some of course white shine asterisks.
Buddy, if I could get one of these sweatshirts, I stayed up all night because I had to do it, and I had to do like 12 of them. And it just got progressively worse as I got tired. And I remember I gave her all the sweatshirts.
I'm like, thanks.
And they wore them to the game. She's like, thanks. And then I found out she was fucking one of the hockey players.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You gave a shirt to.
Huh?
You gave a shirt to that guy.
I gave a shirt. No, she wore it to support him.
Oh.
And
my boyfriend made me this to come watch and fuck you.
I'm pretty sure she got fucked in that. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
She at least made him breakfast the next morning in it.
You know, he probably was like, this shirt sucks. Your boyfriend's a shitty artist.
I'm just going to come on this if you don't mind. If you don't mind, this is where I'm going to wipe all of my cum off of my dick and off of your back and tits and face. Touch me once and you know it's
It was so sad.
I would get involved in all, if girls just wanted me to do something at all, like now the term's a term now. It's like a simp. I would like do the thing. I remember I draw. I used to love drawing all the time, so I would draw. For some reason, I would just get on these kicks of something. I'd figure it out and do it on my binder, and then I would just draw it a lot. And the one was if I had a ruler, I would make this picture of like a brick wall exploding, like some bricks coming out of it, and like your name behind it.
Right.
Colored pencils, the whole thing. And dude, it's any girl that was like, yo, that's awesome. Like, want me to make you one? And they'd be like, yeah. And I give it to them like, hey, I worked on this for 7 hours last night. And they're like, great. It'll be crumpled up in my binder by the third period. And you're like,
Yeah. Remember note passing?
Oh, dude, I also did it for like black girls too who had some names on them. So it wasn't you writing like Kim on this paper. It would be like LaShanta, Damana.
There's 3 T's in LaShanta. You fucked it up.
Yeah.
Do you remember note passing in school?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Writing a note, passing it down.
I got rejections though on notes a lot.
Really?
Yeah, that was very. I do my asking out on notes, or we should hang out on
Yes or
notes
no?
always. I didn't do the yes or no thing ever, but like I'd get the response and it would start. It was like getting rejections from college. It'd be like, unfortunately at this time, and you're like, oh, you already knew it was bad.
You got fucked. That's funny.
But I mean, I had such a queefy thing. I went to my dad's house one summer, and the girl next door looked like fucking Kathy Ireland to me. She was so hot, and maybe a year older than me or something. And when I went back to my mom's house, we'd correspond through letters. Like she'd actually send letters. And she said, and it would be like, glitter inside and like some stickers that she put in and her bubble letter writing and stuff. And I mean, I'd read those letters where I was like, my girl's writing me from, it was like nothing. Do you know what I mean? She's like, things are great here. Got a new car. That's fun. Senior year's pretty cool. And I'm just like, I love that she can share anything with me. I love that she feels comfortable enough to share everything with me. Dude, a note?
A note was the
I
best.
probably at some point had some sort of a box or a side of a drawer that was Janessa letters that were all platonic, but like to me it was like probably reread it at some point. It goes, she did say here that I was awesome. What is that? It's got to mean something, right?
I used to have this girl, Denise Cantino, used to write me letters when I was in Juvie. I found them recently. I mean, she wrote me like, I probably have like 100 letters and cards from this girl. And I wanted nothing to do with her. I just wanted the letters because it just made you feel good. And she used to put hearts on the eyes. I used to have a little heart over the eye for the dot.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. I just found him. I have all the letters. She went to one of my shows like last year, and her friend was shit-faced. She kept going, you know her. You know her. And I was like, hey, shut the fuck up. And I was like, Denise, what the fuck? She's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, the whole show. She wound up getting kicked out, and her friend was drunk in the hallway of the theater, crying.
Oh.
And then I got an apology letter on Facebook from her mom.
Dude, fuck those bitches. You know what they're worth.
I didn't get a note yet.
No? Wow.
I could do a snack.
Wow.
I like a snack.
Wow.
I'm feeling peckish.
You feeling a little peckish?
I feel a little peckish.
I had a factor meal today, so I'm feeling pretty good.
You did?
Yeah, most under 550 calories.
Thank God.
Now featuring, today I had a beef stroganoff style burger with green beans. That's all.
It sounds fantastic.
It's pretty impressive. I mean, it sounds like the kind of something we get asked to prom. That's how I feel. Eating that way.
Beef stroganoff?
Oh, if I was eating factor meals when I was a kid, I would have been able to take a picture with my own girlfriend at a dance instead of somebody else's, Deanna Brady. God, maybe if I'm lucky, she's ugly now, too. I got to look into her. We'll be right back, everybody. It's the Bonfire. Maybe with Jordan Jensen?
She's going to be here.
You say. I'll be let down again.
And now back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
All I want to do is build stuff for my sweetheart.
It seems like perfect love, so hard to find.
Sorry, everybody. I had to pull my nose out of Bobby's neck. We were fucking grind dancing so hard to this.
And all these dreams
I save for rainy days. You could be Mike Reno. Finally coming true. I share them all with you. Where you at, Bobby? We hold the future in our hands. Oh, almost paradise. Nothing. You won't even try to sing with me?
I can't.
Why? Chocolate?
I'm watching Black Lou dance by himself on his Zoom.
Slow dance?
He was slow dancing by himself.
Black Lou was right back in that red fucking zoot suit. He was right back there in his Cedric the Entertainer special.
Black Lou took his hat off and then twirled it down his arm.
Of course he did.
And then twirled it back up and put it back
did
on his
the
head.
Michael Jackson thing where he impossibly bent his ankles to go forward and backwards.
Yeah. He hooked his shoes into the floor.
Damn, you are one cool brother, Black Lou. We are a bunch of fucking promless dorks over here.
He had like a normal
Jacob
life.
and Christine, talking to you.
Black
Jacob
Lou?
and Christine. Jacob If we do a prom and you don't have a date, you're gonna have to take a picture with Christine like I did with Deanna Brady. Just Jacob smiling, cheesing big behind her. That picture exists somewhere, Christy, doesn't it?
The one of you and
the other girl.
I feel I've seen it.
Oh, so funny. Paradise. I'll ask Jordan when she gets here about her prom. What do you think? You want to take early guesses?
Didn't go. Didn't have one. She was on a farm with fucking llamas.
Or do you think she went with like a best girlfriend that like they picked who was going to wear tuxedos and Converse?
Yeah, they both dressed in tuxedos.
But with Converse on.
And they used a moped. They came up on a...
it's always an 80s movie.
She came up on a motorbicane moped that she just bought and fixed.
And then they had to pull their titties out to prove they were a woman to two guys they've been lying to. Yo, you were my best friend, Jordan. I know, this doesn't change anything, except I'm in love with you. Remember in that movie, the first thing she did, I think, was just start making out with him? Like, why not drop the hammer? Like, show the tits first and then start making out with him? She just, in that movie, just one of the guys, right?
Yeah.
She just starts making out with him. He's like, what the fuck? And then she pulls her titties out and goes, well, how else do you think that was going to go? Did you want him to realize that he was gay in that moment and then confuse him and go, you're not gay. I know you really enjoy just kissing a boy the way you thought you did, but don't worry, I'm a girl. I'm so confused.
That movie, no one ever acted again besides William Zabka.
False.
Name another movie that girl.
Don't
Man
do
Boy
it.
with the tits.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't know Man Boy with the Tits, but what's her name was in it? Huge. Sherilyn Fenn.
Who's? Yeah. Oh, okay. I take that back. Oh, but the lead guy, never see him again. The brother Buddy, never see him again.
Buddy was absolutely. He was the second star of Parker Lewis Can't Lose with Corin Nemec.
What a great show.
Whoa.
That was a TV show, right?
He was his best friend in that.
All right. What
Jay?
about Man Tits?
That was a TV show, right?
Yeah.
That was a really good show, right?
It was fun. Parker Lewis.
Weird.
It was like Ferris Bueller-ish.
Yes.
Like it was like a TV Ferris Bueller.
Wow, I forgot about that show.
Literally, Sherilyn Fenn is the biggest star in this movie. Became the biggest star.
Because of Twin Peaks, but William Zabka.
Yeah.
Is now have a revival of a career.
But the lead Man Boy girl, where'd she go?
Oh, I probably know where. Yeah. She was also terrible in the movie.
She's not a great actor.
Like she just didn't really have any kind of charisma. It's one of those movies. I don't look that movie as a classic, other than the scene of her ripping her titties out of her tuxedo.
I'll tell you what, she did have great breasts.
Yeah. Oh man,
they were great.
They were great. Tits.
Some people say they hang too low.
I don't think that. I think they were just.
I feel like perfect.
I feel like they were a little like nondescript, but maybe they were great.
They were the best. That's one of the best scenes of my childhood.
Sherilyn Fenn. Now that girl had some canzolas.
One of my all-time faves.
And then to see her in that Return, Twin Peaks: The Return, you're like,
is that the girl with the mole?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in an episode of Psych.
Yeah, was she though?
Yeah, she was. 100%. I like Psych. You know what? And a lot of people like Psych.
A lot of people like Psych.
8 seasons.
People are getting to get down on Suits now. It's like the biggest show in the world. I think I blame you for that.
Suits
is back.
I like Suits. A USA Network.
I watched a trailer for Lioness, and I'm like, what?
I seen it. It was good.
You like a lot of shows with people fighting in deserts.
I texted
Yeah, because I'm an American.
Yeah, you are.
God bless America. Roger that.
Can't argue that. You're an American, all right.
True.
God bless.
I texted you, Jay, but I think Bobby too. I gotta say, you'll love Justified.
Oh yeah.
I love Justified.
Oh man,
it's one of the greatest shows ever.
Original.
FX.
The original show.
Original was
the
great.
West one.
What?
The old West one.
No, the one on FX.
FX. There's only one Justified.
There's only one Justified.
Yeah, but it's like a Western.
No,
well, it's a modern day Western.
It's more
in Kentucky.
It's more country than Western.
It's good, violent.
It gets violent, but he's great. He's awesome.
Any over the top nudity?
No.
Bad sell.
No. Hang on. Ask us again.
Any nudity?
Yeah, they show muff and tits every episode.
Well, because you know, Jacob, I love me some Banshee, and that show almost gave you full pussy lip every episode.
Was one of my favorite shows, and I didn't even know it existed. I found it like a year ago.
We were way late to the party too.
Way late.
Rammed through it. It's so good.
You know who he is, right? Now
I watched it when it was on.
Yeah, Jacob was early in the game on Banshee.
I can't believe how good that show is.
That girl, the young Amish girl.
Oh,
Madon.
Lily
Madon.
Lily James. No, Lily. I can't remember.
He's a-
I
She's a
just
guest
saw.
model.
I just saw her. She's in
gorgeous.
She's did nudity in another thing I just saw.
Yeah.
Today. She's in another show. It looks like Lily James, sort of. She also looks like Lily Rose Depp too. Lily Simmons.
Lily Simmons.
She's great. He plays. He's in the
Homelander.
Bad Boys. Yeah, he's great in that too. That's a great show too.
Yeah.
That show's got some stuff in it.
All fun shit. I can't wait to ask Jordan Jensen about her prom. I bet it's.
There's a scene in Lioness that's hot. With the spoiler alert, where
But it's like espionage and
It's
war
not.
CIA shit.
well, it's CIA Navy SEAL type shit. You know, I love that.
Yeah.
Is it a
And
girls tactical squad? What
no.
is the setup?
Sexy.
It's a girl. The girl is kind of like fucked up, into drug dealing, Spanish girl, and all that. And her boyfriend's abusive. She runs away.
When they're not
Jo-
pillow fighting, they're
joins-
defending our borders.
Right.
Joins the Marines, becomes like a badass.
What happens
What's wrong with you?
when $4 a women take to Fallujah
She becomes-
to save us?
She becomes a
from the
badass.
enemy?
She becomes a badass. Why are you laughing? You don't think women can be badasses?
No.
What?
No. They
What?
can.
On this week,
Why-
Lioness
They
breaks
can't.
a nail.
Why, Jacob? You don't think women can fight and become badasses?
On
Is
this
that-
on the next episode of Lioness crashes a car because she's not great at driving.
she doesn't.
Lioness crashes a tank. Everybody joining the show
Is it a badass woman?
is
Right.
a badass woman.
Yeah. Right.
Her half-hour special, 30 Minutes with Jordan Jensen, available right now on YouTube. Check it out. Absolutely fucking hilarious. Jordan Jensen joins the show.
What's happening?
Why are there
Hey,
so
Jordan.
many?
We thought
Have
you'd be
whatever
hungry.
snacks you like.
How did you know? How did
Well,
you
I
know
used
I
to know.
love snacks?
Bobby said you have a sweet tooth. I think he's been reading your
It's
diary.
really-
Yeah, I follow you, but as another person.
Oh my God! Speaking of reading my diary, I had a bookmark in my book that was like the worst diary entry. You know what I mean? That was like, I will not let other people make me. You know what I mean? Like just like Jordan Peterson.
One of those days.
Yeah.
Give yourself a pep talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you-
I left the bookmark fell out, and it's somewhere in the cellar. I
Really?
know it's the worst possible. It's in my book because I was like, nobody can see this.
Well, it's funny. Can you bring up the screen?
Yeah, yeah, we have it right here.
So,
yeah,
you don't like Esty?
Yeah, I hate.
Yeah. You will
I-
not relegate me to late nights on Thursdays.
I special thanked her in the thing, and I know that there's so many people being like gay. You know?
It is gay.
Did you special thank Esty?
I special thanked Esty and Liz. Yeah.
You did. What about Noam, the guy who owns the place?
Well, Esty and Liz are the ones who directly, like I was going to say Comedy Cellar, and I was like, but those two are the ones who are like pushing for me all the time. You know what I mean?
You know, Noam makes all the decisions on who plays the club.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that has to go through
I
him.
would just say thank
Thank
none of them.
you.
None of them had anything to do with that special.
Yeah, I think a lot of gay people. I think my dad, who's dead. Is that weird? How do you thank somebody who's dead?
No. That's
Thanks-
not weird.
I think
You
I
got
was
it.
supposed to say thanks to my dead father.
No.
Instead, I was like thanks to this guy.
Special thanks. Yeah, this one, that one, company guy, agent, dad.
Yeah.
Always does
Where
feel
was he?
lost.
Yeah, was he under your agent and manager?
Yeah.
And
thanks.
Ian?
Yeah. Everybody
and
said-
Dad and Ian.
How come everybody in the comments
Dad
said
and
Ian died? In my comments, everybody's like R.I.P. Ian.
What?
Yeah, everybody.
Because your career's taking off because you're special.
Oh, that's what it probably is, actually. It's probably people making jokes that you're going to leave him.
Yeah.
Oh, I deleted all of them, and I left all the ones that said I'm fat and ugly, and I deleted all the ones that said Ian's dead.
In between that, did you check if Ian was alive currently?
He is.
Okay,
Well, he
all
never
right, good.
stops texting
Wait a
me,
minute.
so it's
You
hard
can-
to ever.
It's cool to delete the ones that say you're fat and ugly.
Do you not delete those?
I'm usually a pussy, dude, but
Okay.
No,
I'll
I
leave
didn't
them.
delete
Thanks,
them
Jay.
because there is a part of me that's
I
like,
just leave them, dude. Say whatever.
yeah. Do you guys leave all the bad comments?
I
just don't even look at
them.
them, so
I don't
yeah,
look
they're
at 'em.
there.
I don't even see them. I have
And
a guy
then-
do my stuff.
Worst shit I've ever seen. And I'm like, LOL. Maybe. I'm like, you're right. I'm always like, anyone who says something bad about me, I'm always like, probably.
Dude,
Yeah.
I somebody said something bad about me, and I wrote "fuck you" something, trying to be funny back,
Mm-hmm.
and then somebody was like, "Dude, sensitive comedian." I'm like, I'm trying to be with you guys
Yeah,
on
yeah,
this,
yeah.
you fucking assholes.
Yeah,
I'm
one
like,
person
I'm
wrote,
out.
"I
You
hate
can't
this woman. Nobody hates this woman, but I hate her." And I was like, I wrote back, "No, I actually hate her as well, very much, very deeply."
win. Yeah, they don't understand that we hate ourselves more than they could ever hate us.
It looks like we
I
don't.
mean,
'cause
everything
we
they
have-
say, I've said to myself, naked, crying in a shower.
Yeah, everything they say about my body, I'm like, how do you know specifically the thing that I say when I'm bashing my head into a mirror? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Where did you grow up again?
Ithaca.
I think upstate New York.
Yeah.
Okay. We were talking
That's
before you
way
came
up
in
there.
about no,
Pete Corelli?
3 hours.
Four and a half.
4.5, 5.
Deep. Yeah,
Nice.
5
Deep.
realistically. They
It's
say
5.
4.5.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
like
never.
when I live in Westchester. How far? It's only 20 minutes.
Oh, you're right.
It's
I
an
would
hour.
A Connecticut
It's a
kid
fucking
is like,
hour.
we'll give you $500. It's right around the corner. It's 6,000 years.
I would do black ski trip shows, which sounds like an oxymoron. Can't happen.
It really does.
Black ski trip shows, but it was really just they go away to go fuck and dance and have a comedy show that they were promised like Def Jam comics, and it would be me rolling in. It would be Binghamton and Ithaca in 2 nights. I'd go get booed and people shitting on me and taking me off stage early and everything, and then they'd give me $700 and I'd go sit in a room while you just hear black hotel partying happening around you. I went with Kevin Hart one time. He just kept coming in the room to get new condoms. Swear to God. And I was just sitting there watching. I was watching like TV in my hotel room. He's like, sorry, man.
Why
And
didn't
he
you
come
just
in.
grab a handful? Because he's little.
You just want to let him know that
He
he's
wants to let me know I need another one. That's why.
Yo,
That's
give me that.
He
Give
come in,
me
he's
another
like,
one.
he's like, they sucking dick in 307. And he would just pop back out of the room. Like, okay.
Really cute imagining him just watching a movie with a girl and every few minutes being like, I'll be right back, and just going in and pretending.
Yeah, he's just doing something sweet. He goes,
Yeah.
I need another one. This girl, I think she's swallowing them or something.
Yeah, they're just making an art project out of it.
No, he just needed to keep tying them together to make it fit. Nah, 3 ain't gonna work. Jay, one more.
He goes, Jake, you come put something on the top. I can't reach it with my little arms.
Jay, can you melt the plastic so it sticks together?
You put the last one on the tip because I can't. It's hard and I can't get it.
Uppies, just him doing uppies over and over. Uppies.
Was your father in your life at all? Did he?
Yeah,
die?
yeah.
Oh, he was. Okay.
Totally.
Good.
We were talking before you came in about prom and some high school memories. Did you go to prom?
Yeah, I crashed our prom. We crashed. I went to like a hippie school that was a public school that didn't get any funding, and the school, they all hated it because it was like we didn't learn anything. We just like chased pigs around, and then
Agricultural school? Is that what's called? That's my mom. My mom
bad
went to
kids.
that. Oh,
Really?
bad kids, but that's like a weird chasing pigs
God
around.
bless you. I love you so much. We went. Okay, so it was basically like my mom's rugby buddies teaching at a school. Hippies, democratic. If a rule was passed, we get to vote on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then the
What the fuck?
the what's the head of a school?
Principal.
Oh God, I was going to say dentist. The principal.
Oh, it is that too.
The dentist.
The school dentist?
The principal
Also
looked
runs
like
shit.
Gandalf.
Yeah, in
and then
Ithaca.
we crashed. I drove everybody in my tiny little Saturn, and we all piled in, and we went to Ithaca High School, and we all crashed it by just because we're hippies. We had like hippie outfits on.
Yeah.
And we all did like.
So it was like the Warriors. The
improvisational
Thin
dance.
Lizzy
Yeah.
showed up.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
Were they happy to have you there?
No. They were like grinding, and we were like, you know.
Yeah, a cult showed up. Would you be happy?
Yes, we were a cult. Yeah.
Yeah.
A culture of the bad kids who chase pigs around have showed up?
All of a sudden, 3 pigs come into the dance, sipping the punch.
Yeah.
So you didn't go with a date, or you did?
I did, yes. Yep, Chris, his last name is another name, and great man. Lost my virginity to him. Best person to lose your virginity to.
Why?
Sweet,
Small penis?
big penis, unfortunately, which really set a bad bar for the rest.
I was
of my
going to
life.
say, best one would probably be a tapered penis.
No, I have had sex with those, and there's a problem because
I was saying the start of for the first
anal is
time.
good. Oh, for the first time, yeah,
For
yeah.
your first
yeah,
time, a tapered one's probably much better than the blunt force trauma of a thick mushroom-headed cock.
Yeah.
But anal, a tapered penis is good.
Yeah, but you need to be like, don't even consider for a second thinking that we're going to make it all the way to the base. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're going to have basically
You're
a
gonna-
spring load.
You have to put like a Sharpie marker. All right, we went here, like a book marker.
Yes.
Let's
each
try
little
to
bit, yeah.
make this part next
I'm
time.
going to see if I can get to the fourth ring.
Yeah.
I get to the fourth ring. You propose, motherfucker.
It's like one of those things that you measure your finger to get a ring.
Yeah, it's just a shim. That's all it is. But yeah, crash the prom. You guys go to prom?
Yeah, we were talking about that. I went to prom with my girlfriend who was older than me that graduated,
Nice.
and then we went camping for a week in the White Mountains.
Wow. Haven't you been with your wife since you were 4?
No,
Oh, sorry.
I met her waiting tables when I started doing comedy.
Bobby lost his virginity at 8 years old. He's got like Richard Pryor-like stories. It's crazy.
Really? Well, yeah, I saw you in that documentary recently, and you looked like a little slayer.
What documentary?
Steve Burns.
Oh yeah.
And you had like the little
Little
goatee.
Puerto
and the
Rican,
backwards
Puerto
hat.
Rican Bobby.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican Bob.
That was right after Sexy Bob.
That was right after Sexy Bob. There was Puerto Rican Bob, and then Fat Bob.
You have to do another special. Killbox, you were fat. Right?
It's almost. I can't even look at the footage.
I know, that's how I feel. I got so fat for my half hour because I was like, I'm done starving myself. I'm just going to eat everything I want to eat, and I'm going to work out my legs a lot, and I'm just going to get really strong. So I just have these beefer pony legs in it. And then I recorded it because I bulk up before I'm nervous for something, and then afterwards I just am like, oh, I never have to eat again.
You look like a minotaur.
Yeah, I look like one of those little goat boys. It's crazy. So
the picture they use in the thumbnail's great.
okay, cool. Thank you.
I think you look great.
Thank you.
You look good.
A lot of people said I was big fat fatty.
Oh,
Thick.
God.
Really?
Thick.
Well, thick is. I know it's funny way you take things in. People are like, you're a big guy. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
You are? I'm like, I know. It's just, I know what you mean, though.
Yeah,
I hate playing poker when they go, you're little blind and you're big blind. And I'm like, stop it. You know?
Yeah, they say, dude, you look so much better. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
Then
He goes,
what?
it was actually getting hard to look at you before,
Yeah.
and now I can stand it longer.
That's how I feel when people say you look good for your age. I feel like they're being like, you look good. You're still dying sooner than I thought. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, you look different than when I thought you looked good, but you look good now for something with a qualifier.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
compliments always suck.
Yeah.
It's never a
suck.
good compliment.
And even if it is good, that's when you're like if somebody's like, hey, I'm really proud of you and I think you've been making incredible strides. I'm like, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to fight you right now. Don't ever say this shit to me.
Yeah,
You're more handsome than Kurt Cobain now. Like now.
Yeah, now that he's dead underground.
Yeah, now.
Totally.
He's pretty gross now.
People say to me now, dude, we were worried about you. I'm like, you never said a thing.
Yeah.
Never.
Like people, that means you guys were talking about me behind my back that I was going to die.
Nonstop.
And and you never said anything.
Not a word.
No.
Didn't feel it was my place. I left that.
People called you fat a lot.
People called me fat, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just all. That's Josh, and then but it does inside hurt when they say it, and you go home and eat alone, and it's this endless cycle of things that suck.
No, it hurts. People when they call you fat as a comic, it's like okay, it's funny, but when they actually come to you serious,
and
they're like, hey man, well, seriously.
And none of us took the time.
No, none of you cared about me.
Should we do that for Lev, do you think?
Is he dangerous fat?
I don't think he's dangerous, but he was very thin, and now he's a big.
Who's
boy.
this?
I think Lev though said that. I think Lev said actually he's naturally a bigger guy. He's like he got like down to look a certain way for a while, and I think kind of like he's very handsome. He's still a handsome guy.
He's very handsome. He's like beautiful.
Jay, context.
Lev Fur. It's a gorgeous fat comic.
Thank you.
Man.
There are people that tuning in right now that don't know what the fuck we're talking
But
about.
Look him up.
I'm trying to find him thin.
Yeah, no, he was stunning.
He's a good-looking guy.
He is.
He's a good-looking big guy, though.
He's one of those guys
he
you
is,
can
for
see him
sure.
and you're like, I can picture you as a toddler.
I actually thought when you get fat, you're delusional. You don't know. Like when I was that big and that special, I actually thought I was all right looking.
Yeah.
Like I thought, I remember I thought girls liked me or I had some swagger or some shit. I was a tub of shit in my special, and I had no idea.
I need to see it again. I feel like you weren't that fat.
Oh, bring it up.
I sit down on everything, which is the nightmare. You just know when you look over and you see the cameras over there, you're like, we're cutting all that.
Yeah.
like that's not going to be the thing. Because I also know I'm like sitting like this because I'm just like chilling on stage.
Yeah, look at.
Oh, Bobby.
All right, relax.
Sorry.
I mean, come on now.
I just did that today.
I mean, we just had a talk.
Bobby, how far back were your eyes? Or how far forward were your cheeks?
Looking like that.
That looks like I ate me.
That's gas station calzone, Bob.
Dude, that's me. That's Wawa. Fucking
nothing wrong with Wawa.
40 pounds of meat at 3 in the morning.
I will never forget when we were.
I mean that jacket right there. I mean,
it's a blanket.
I have to throw it out. It's so fucking big right now. I can't believe it. I couldn't button that. Isn't that crazy? And my whole concept, this is how delusional I am.
Yeah.
I was trying to recreate kind of a little tiny, little salute to Elvis's 68 comeback special.
Sure, it was for sure the same size.
I mean, that's the end of his life special.
Yeah, for sure. That's Elvis dead on a toilet.
Yeah, that's a fucking punchup.live, baby. Go check it out for free.
I know
Punch Up. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to get on that.
Punchup.live, it's fucking great.
Oh, is it great? Okay,
the best,
that's what I hear, but I just don't understand anything.
Yeah, that jacket's fucking. Look at this. Look at my fucking face. I'm sweating. It's like 5 minutes into my set and I'm already wet.
You're just very spanky looking. Why do you have no facial hair or anything?
I should have grew something, right?
Something.
Just to have some type of definition to that round egg I had.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible.
You
That's
should
a
make
V-neck
a special
too.
that says "less funny, less fat." Just for your next one. Just be like, "This isn't going to be as good."
Yeah, he goes, look.
Please look at my body.
I'm feeling a little bit better, so I don't have tons of joke writing time.
I should redo this special as this.
Yeah.
Just exactly the same set.
Yeah, kill box and call it just going to live a little bit longer box.
Black Lou, what the fuck are you eating over there?
Who is that guy?
That's Black Lou. That's Black Lou.
Why is he over there?
He's working from home right now.
He's working from home.
Is he usually in here?
Yep.
Yes.
Have I met him?
Yep.
Hi, nice
probably.
to see you.
No.
Oh,
Last time he came in, he was not here.
Can people hear him?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I can't because I haven't put them
Nope.
down.
You haven't put the headphones on, so that's true. That you cannot, yes.
You're really rich Foster.
Lou, what are you
right
eating
now.
over there?
My wife just bought me burger and fries. She just made this.
Made it.
What the fuck?
Shut
I
up.
need it. You know, I was thinking, you do that thing where you're like, I like being alone. And the other day I saw this dresser that was perfect. I wanted it. And I wrapped my arms around it to take it home. It was 1 block. And it was just like, there's no way. I need a spouse. This is what spouses do. Burgers and fries, carrying the dresser. And don't say, can I take it drawer by drawer? I tried
No,
that.
you need a spouse to purchase you a dresser and not make you walk home with one off the street
It
that
was
someone
nice.
else
I
threw
like
away.
old things.
Yeah,
and I
why-
like to remake them.
What do you want to take the dresser off the street and then
Filled with lantern flies.
yeah, you just
There's
paint it,
something with it.
paint it 7 different colors and then sand it down, so it, all
Sand
the
the
colors
colors all
shows.
back. Yeah, right.
You
So
like
it looks.
Jordan looks like a
it was
pretty girl who owns a
I'll show
welding
you
mask.
picture of it. It's really cute.
I used to do that
Actually, I don't wanna see it on
when
my
I lived
set.
with Billy Burr. He used to get mad at me because I would always take trash from the streets back to the apartment. I brought a
Really?
couch home one day. He's like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, the couch is bad.
It was a pull-out. It was one of those, but it was like a couch that folded out into a bed.
Like a futon.
No, like an actual couch bed. Like they're
Ew.
Couch
uncomfortable,
bed.
heavy. Yeah.
And I brought home
Bed
a
bugs.
Stairmaster one day.
That's good.
No, it wasn't. It was
You
one
can
of-
Clorox
It was
that.
just the feet one. So you just, I would just sit
Jesus
there
Christ.
in my pull-away sweatpants, and while he's watching TV, and I just sit there, and my legs go up and down, and it was really, it
The
was go,
noise,
it would go like
I
that.
bet.
Skeet, skeet,
Yes.
skeet,
Yeah,
skeet,
fuck that. Fuck it right to hell.
That's kind of good though. I'm about to move in on my own. I'm gonna get some hobo shit in there. I just pulled a dresser off the street. It's just completely broken. I had to take it apart, put it all back together, cobble it for no reason.
You're a cobbler?
Yes, shoes,
Really?
shoes and leather.
You never seen a female cobbler before?
I haven't.
Kurt
Jacob
Met-
doesn't think it can exist.
When Kurt Metzger first, he moved up here maybe like 6 months before I did to New York, and he lived in a warehouse that got converted to like loft spaces.
I love those.
With not when you live with like 4 other people. So it was just them and a bunch of hipsters and Kurt and his girlfriend. And they would be like, you know, if you're here late sometimes, if you want to stay, like you could stay here now, which was a cool, like, oh, nice, Williamsburg.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, that's so great, like to not have to drive back to New York every time. And I stayed at his place one time, and he goes, good news, too. Now we have like furniture. We got furniture. And then I slept on it, went back to Philly the next day, and I mean, covered in like red dots and shit, like all over me, itching and stuff. And I was like,
Bed bugs?
what? It wasn't bed bugs. I go, what the fuck? What's going on? And he goes, and then he called me like 2 days later, and he goes, dude, he goes, I don't know what happened, but we trash picked that couch, and it turns out it has fleas. Fleas.
That's better than bed bugs. I got bed bugs like 6 months back, and it was
It sucks.
You had bed bugs
It's a nightmare.
in your apartment
from.
from trash.
No, I won't say.
Ian?
From a specific comedy
Ian?
festival.
Moon Tower.
Yeah.
Really?
Zargard.
Wow, you really fucking break easy, don't you?
Yeah.
Glad you're not
Well,
in
you
the
guessed so
CIA.
fast. Yeah, I got
Picked it up in
one
your
bug.
hotel room?
I picked up my hotel room. I picked up like one bug.
That's a fancy hotel. The one in Austin.
Were we in different hotels?
Probably.
The tiny room.
The
Tommy.
the Tom?
Yes, there were two.
Yeah.
I was in the Winky, and you were in the Good Boy.
Oh, it was in the
Yeah,
good.
Tommy is the. Maybe when you get off and like you feel bad when you're with comics and
Yes.
like you're going to the Thompson and they're going to the Tommy and you're like, oh.
I feel
You
like
gotta-
multiple
the-
times
oh.
I was with you, and you were like, "Bye," and it was like,
yeah,
"Yeah."
yeah,
Oh, you mean they had the red carpet and
Yes.
the black carpet?
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot
And the
about
bug
that.
carpet.
It's pretty funny. If Josh Adam Myers, I would have that happen. I'm like, all right, well, love you, buddy.
See you later.
See, I have to go to this side of the hotel.
He should get the biggest room. He does that show, and that was my first time doing it, and I have never felt more alive.
Oh yeah.
That
Don't,
is
don't
so-
tell him that though.
Yeah, please.
I
He's
won't, but it
confident.
is
He's
so
plenty confident.
Yeah, he has enough.
I was
He's
so
good.
mean to him before I did that show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a great
Because he's
show.
blasting down at the cellar. You know, he's downstairs blasting. You're upstairs in the Fat Black Bar, just being like, they're having fun down there, but it's also just the music. Please try and focus on my jokes. Stay with my voice.
Are you coming to Skankfest?
Yes.
Oh, so yeah, the last night of Skankfest comedy jam is always like that's the
gonna be
best.
Yeah.
Skankfest was so fun last year. It was so good.
Hell yeah, you're
got
there
my
until the
worst
very
tattoo.
end, right, Bobby?
I'm there. I'm every day, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm every day. Christine, yeah, she's got me doing something.
But I mean, you're staying. You gotta stay for that last.
Christine just adds shit too. Like all of a sudden, you're like, you have a show at midnight. What? I don't.
But you're staying for the last.
Horror film screaming.
Oh, I want to do that. Can I go?
What's his name? Tony
Baltigore.
Me and Zach Amigo, he's doing an anthology horror movie, and he's putting all the comics in it.
Tony Baltigore.
And he's great. And me and Zach are in one of the episodes, or part of the movie, and they're showing it at the
That's awesome.
Skankfest. And we're gonna do. We doing Q&A after, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was great.
Do I have shows?
You do have shows.
Okay.
We're doing B and Ian with Jordan.
Yeah.
Very exciting. And then a bunch of stand-up spots.
That's a fun show.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Ian's
The
fucking
schedule's out on the site now, but we're gonna send all the comics. We'll send all you guys all your stuff tomorrow.
A lot of people commenting on the special, the comments that I'm not reading, so don't be mean to me. They're saying, saw you at Skankfest, so watch the special.
Oh, awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I heard your special's killing it.
Is it? Who told you that?
Me?
Jay.
Is it? What? How
I
do you
think
know?
it's-
What's a good amount for one day? For the
It
love of
depends.
God?
That's
In
that's
my
all over
mind,
the place.
Yes.
5 people. 5 people.
I
give
say
it a
that's
thumbs
impossible.
up.
But I think you're like trending. Like the number growth is like the highest of all of them so far.
Hell yeah.
And like the speed, I'm saying it's not like the other people's been out for like a month though. You know,
Yeah.
so like it's doing great.
Oh, thank you.
Great.
Yeah, I think you were close to like 100,000 views in under a day.
That's crazy.
Is that good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
of
that's
course.
good.
I don't
Stop
know that's
that.
good.
That's awesome.
I understand. I know. I don't know. It's good
It's
either.
like if somebody's like, I have $1
100,000?
million. I'm like, you're a billionaire.
I did
now.
good
I just said $1 million.
I did good numbers on mine, but I didn't think it because I was like watching Ari's.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, you get like 6.5 million, and then you're like, oh, like I'm not doing anywhere near that, but like it was great.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to keep them in perspective. So
Yeah,
you
it's like
get
asking
depressed
Shane how much he
after?
makes on Patreon.
don't
do
get
that.
upset.
Don't
get
do
even
upset,
need to
Bob.
ask,
I
and that
know
boy
it
gives
bothers
it
you.
up.
What?
You don't need to ask, and he gives it up. You like walk up to him, you're like, how's it going? He's like, yeah, this much money. And you're like, all right, Shane, Jesus Christ. It's crazy.
Fucking, it's mind numbing.
What's going up
crazy.
this much money?
I would do 6 months and quit the business.
That's plenty.
That's enough.
Who needs more
Yeah,
than
what
that?
is he? He just lives like above comics too. He's not trying to do anything. I'm trying to buy land.
You want land?
I want a land in like Saugerties. I just stayed at the Lumineers
Where?
Yurt, Saugerties, New York, upstate.
Okay.
But buy land, build a yurt on it. I just look. It's so easy to build a yurt.
A
I can in
yurt?
5 minutes. Yeah.
You want a yurt?
Yeah. You have a tiny home, don't you dare?
I'm
Don't
not.
you? Okay.
I almost stayed at a yurt. They have a yurt place up near where I live. They have a yurt hotel.
I want. Yes.
Yeah.
Look at that. I could build that so easy. This is pussy shit.
Well, you two range dwellers can come visit me with my plumbing and house.
I have
I'm
plumbing.
gonna have plumbing.
I have plumbing. I have a shower. I have
Look at
everything.
this.
I have
I'm
TV,
gonna have a
Jay.
damn
Your
goat.
shower's also your kitchen sink, Bobby.
No, I actually I would love a yurt, but you gotta really take care of that
Why?
because the winter and the outside gets moldy and fucked up and
Moldy?
yeah.
Why?
Because you're out in the woods and the rain and the winter and you
All
gotta
houses get rain winter.
yeah,
But they're treated.
houses have treated paint and stuff on them.
Well, I'll do it. I'm a carpenter. I'll make it good. I'm not gonna make it a
And they-
glamping
Jesus
thing.
Jensen.
You know the top is open.
It's not. It doesn't have to be,
Okay.
I mean,
but it can be. It's not a wigwam.
I guess you're making some other kind of yurt then.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I want to make a circle house.
You're not
Guess
making
someone's new to the yurt world.
Yeah, you're making a yurt with 2 T's.
Wait, what do you mean open?
You're glam yurting.
Look
There's
at
a
the
hole at
top.
the
There's a
top.
hole at the top.
That's not a hole. That's a glass.
No, isn't that something like
What if it
Native
rains, you
like,
guys?
Isn't that so like the native spirits can go out
No.
the hole?
Yeah, that's so the peace pipe
You're
smoke is
thinking
out.
of wigwam. A wigwam is like a thing that you
Don't
build.
say that. We don't say that here.
I'm really sorry.
Is a yurt where they hang you by your tit meat
apologize,
by chains
Black Nathan,
and
or
make
whatever
you
it is.
find your center?
Jordan's trying to start a cult again. You want to go back? You're going to start a.
My mom's a cult leader. She's so
Is she
mean
really?
about the special. She's so mean. She has no idea. She's like, it's not your best work, but it's pretty good. Not
Wow.
even, but pretty good would actually be so nice. She was like, it's not your best work, but you should be proud of yourself. It takes balls to put something out.
My wife never watched mine
Yeah, why are the people close to us the meanest?
because that's the way life works. The people that are close to you are the meanest.
Just
That's the way it is.
unconditional love. Just lie. Just be like, it was great. You're the best.
Yeah, we're
Not
not
your
going
best
to. We're not
work.
going to do investigation and see if you're lying. Just tell me what I need to
Absolutely
hear.
never. Yes. Although, if you say it's okay, then that's when the investigation begins. I'm like, what didn't you like about it? Tell me explicitly.
My mom tells me I'm funnier than David Tell. I go, shut up, you crazy bitch.
so
But I smile. I go,
nice.
thank you, though. I know you
get
don't mean
that.
it.
My mom always goes, "That's great. Hey, when is Dennis Leary coming back? He's great. Fuck off."
My mom goes, those edits you used that I gave you are pretty good, right? And I'm like, yeah, but was I good? And she's like, yeah, I've seen you do better. She's like that. I feel bad for Down syndrome people and your sister. That's what she said when she saw it.
I want to go to a fucking bar with your mom. She sounds awesome.
My mom's super supportive, but she doesn't listen to the Bonfire or any of my stuff like that at all. She watches the specials, but she doesn't like listen to the show.
My mom doesn't listen to anything. She still wants me to be a hairdresser in Boston.
Well, there's still time.
That's her dream, for me to come back, open up a shop with her, and cut old ladies' hair.
You'd be good at it. You never get high on your own supply, dude. You don't need it. It's not like you're in there just trying to get yourself free cuts.
Can you cut hair?
You're doing the damn thing.
So how much land do you want to get? Like 50 acres, 100 acres?
10.
You want to get 10?
I have money, and I don't believe in stocks. And I just want to put it in something that will accrue.
I just bought land, another piece of land up in New Hampshire.
Really?
Buried underneath your yurt?
I just bought another acre and a half.
Yeah, land is good. Land is a good amount.
Well,
of
before you judge, it's for a fuck hut. So
yeah.
Are you making a fuck hut?
Yeah, it's in the works. We're working out the details right now. Me and
you
Jason
should make
Nelson.
a cold plunge and a hot room.
Yeah, we have that. You fuck, get hot, and then you go outside.
Yes.
Yeah. In the winter.
Yeah, in the winter. I have a
Maybe
stream.
Get hot, then fuck, then go outside. No, fuck.
No,
hot,
fuck to get hot.
Yeah, fuck to get hot.
Yeah, land is good because when you buy land, the only thing you have to do to make money on it is just time.
Strike oil.
Just
the problem is that if there's no down payments, like I was like, okay, if I want $200,000 worth of land, I can put down a down payment. My mom was like, no, it's not a down payment. You have to buy all of it because you're not like they're not leveraging a house.
I don't know if that's true. You can't lease land.
Well, you can take a loan out to buy land. I bought two things of land. I bought 2.5 acres and I bought an acre and a half. And
what's your tiny house on?
On my 2.5 acres.
You can get a loan.
Okay, so I'm going to start with that.
You can get a loan.
What am I doing 10? What am I?
No, do 10. No, do 10.
Okay.
Don't
5.
fuck around. Do 10.
But I want to just buy it outright. I don't want to.
Buy 10.
You love land
10.
so much. Buy all 10.
Because you don't you don't want to buy land.
You love it so much. Why don't you buy 11 and marry that one?
I want to buy like 60 acres.
Yeah.
Like in Maine.
Damn, dude,
Maine
what a
is
pissing
amazing.
contest
I
this
love
is
Maine.
becoming.
Just to
Guys,
get-
I want to buy 150 acres.
Well, I'm going to buy a whole lot of. I'm going to buy all of New York. Okay.
I just bought an island in the Caribbean. And I'm going to go live on it with a small person that looks like me.
Does Johnny, your fantasy island? Does Johnny Depp still own the island, or is that just?
I think he sold it.
It turns out owning an island isn't as badass as you thought it was. You're just buying like something that would be a floating rock, and you're willing to do construction on it.
And water will encroach.
It's like owning a boat.
It's
Owning
sort of
a
it,
boat,
but I'm saying when you look at the thing where it's like Richard, what's the Branson's like crazy place out there? It's like the island is your house. Mm-hmm. It's like so small, like you have to take a shit outside. It's like outdoor bathrooms.
There you
almost.
go. The island belongs to J.K. Rawlings now. She purchased it for $75 million.
I love her.
That's a lot of money to pay to get away from trans people. I hear you, J.K.
No, but she filled it with trans people and she kills them. She sacrifices
Yes,
trans
it's actually
people.
an island of trans
I
bodies.
feel like killing a trans today. I don't feel like writing children's wizardry.
Hey, she, come here.
Yeah.
Hey, she.
Yeah. Please, miss, it's them. She, get over here. Yeah, she hires exclusively trans people to be her staff and misgenders every one of them. Forced to escape painful Johnny Depp. So Johnny Depp sold it to her for $72 million profit. But you see what I mean, though? It's just like
It's not bad for an island. I thought it'd be more money.
No, but I didn't think it'd be more money because that's what I'm saying. It's not like look at it. It's just
not
like
big.
Yeah, it's like it's enough for like a house and a thing. It's probably will be swallowed by the ocean at one point.
What about waves? Yeah.
What a great career.
Hey,
to
can I
just make
say-
the best books, trash a whole new wave of wokeness, and then just live on an island. That rips.
But if you live on an island, it kind of sucks because it's just you. Like, imagine you own an island and you and Christine just went away and it's just you guys. It's part of going to like a tropical place is there's things to do. You hear that stupid bus go by with a bunch of drunk people.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're gonna have to just start fucking children on that island.
Yeah,
I think if Epstein taught us anything, you own on a private island long enough, eventually you're gonna have to fuck some kids there or murder your family. It's one of those two. Damn, man, Johnny Depp. I feel as sad about seeing him age as I did about Pam Anderson. I don't know why it hits me the same way. I'm like, you were both The
Why
picture
is
of
he
gorgeous.
aging strangely.
Because it's all happening at once.
Yeah, he's falling off. That's what happens
He's
to really
lived hard
good-looking
also.
men
Huh?
that
He's
are feminine.
lived hard.
They fall off.
He's lived very hard, but I'm just saying, but also just like he lived hard and looked great though forever. It's the one day. It just hit it once.
Yeah, that happens to all those guys who look like that.
He
who
was,
are
if you go back,
girl looking, they have that feminine, gorgeous guy thing. When it falls off, it goes quick.
go back 6 years ago, he's still pretty gorgeous.
I think he's just putting on weight from. If he just lost weight, he'd be fine. But his weight just becomes a cube head.
You see what I mean? There you go. Like the middle pictures there, it's like, it's fine still. You know, he's like an older guy, but he's still a good looking guy. And now it's like.
just heft, I think. Because if you want to look like a woman forever, imagine if, what's the lead singer of Aerosmith?
Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler gained weight. That'd be insane.
Yeah, he'd never fit into those fucking pants, though.
Yes.
He was gorgeous, though. I heard Marilyn Manson got a trainer and is sober. If he can get back together.
What is it? Does he
think
take
he's
his
so
contacts
happy.
out and look normal?
Sometimes I think he does take the contact, but maybe he'll start doing it again because his problem is he got fat and it all looks stupid when you're like,
goth.
not that slithering like kind of like a snake anymore.
Yeah.
And now you're like a fat lumbering idiot
Yeah,
blowing snot rockets on your own chin.
Your fingers aren't scary anymore. They're just thin. They're just fat little sausages.
It's him walking. It's him walking around those big boots. Looks so when you're fat, like it looks like clunky in them. Do you have a Marilyn Manson 2023 picture?
We gotta break.
Oh yeah? You're gonna break my shit? We do have to break. I just want to see a picture of fat Marilyn Manson, or hopefully
It's
thin
rough.
Marilyn Manson
I've seen
first.
this.
Well, no, the fat ones are brutal. But I heard he lost
there
weight
he is.
again. Yeah.
That's not
yeah,
him. No,
that's
down.
Nicolas
It's the other
Cage.
one. Go back.
Whoa.
No.
Come on. That looks like Nick Cage and you know it.
If you go back. Go back.
Go back?
No, yeah, it was underneath that. Go down, right there. See that one? Second row, third.
Oh yeah.
That's
no,
You
I
start
know.
looking like
That's-
Robert Smith there.
No
God
way. Is
damn
that
it.
real?
He was so cool. God damn it. Anyway, we'll be right back, everybody. Jordan Jensen's half-hour special, 30 Minutes with Jordan Jensen, presented by Gas Digital, streaming right now on YouTube. Bobby Kelly's Killbox now streaming on Punch Up Live. Go to Robert Kelly Live for all of his dates this weekend, everybody. Rutherford, New Jersey on Saturday the 23rd. I'll be at Helium in Indianapolis this weekend. That's Thursday through Saturday. BigJComedy.com. Get tickets now if there's any left. Low ticket warning, maybe. Who knows?
It's low.
It's probably a low ticket warning. We'll be right back. It's Bonfire. Oh, yes, everybody. 30 seconds only, so let me tell you that Jordan Jensen's new half-hour special, 30 Minutes with Jordan Jensen, presented by Gas Digital, streaming right now on YouTube. Absolutely hilarious. Check her out. RobertKellyLive.com, BigJComedyLive.com. Do you, or BigJComedy.com?
Big J, don't mess up your own plugs.
I did.
We're away this weekend. Come see us.
Come see, I'll be in Indianapolis. Bobby's in Rutherford.
I'm in Grand Rapids.
She's in Grand Rapids.